take Can I take notes again, Miss Kneifel?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Remember, it's MSD of New Durham Township. Sorry, technical difficulties up in here. What? I literally just said that, bud. You need to go to Google Classroom, go to internet links. It's the second internet link. I'm going to be on there twice because I'm going to be up on my Chromebook and up on here. Haley, are you on here? Haley Summer, are you on here? Okay. All right, I think I'm about set up. Yay. All right. So remember, the code word will be shown eventually. Thank you for those of you that are joining me. This is the reading rotation for the day. As soon as the last thing comes up, we'll be ready to go. Cool. It's working. I think it's working. Okay. So, hey Connor, I can see you doing that with your computer, and that's not gonna work. Press start so you're on my story, guys. I want you to be on the story. How do I font line? Only show highlights. No, I don't want that. Nope, I changed my mind. Don't want that. So while I am, except for I want it to be on me. I want this camera. Why is this not showing up? Are we supposed to be in the live? No, not yet. Hopefully this works enough so you don't have to be in the live. I don't want me. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Can we go to the story?
Miss Kneifel, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted. I just press Control D.
Miss Siddick is on here too.
I don't think she's saying that to talk. I don't know.
I'm confused. She's muted.
Now she's not.
Okay, so I have two cameras going, okay? I have a desktop going and I have my Chromebook going. The desktop one's supposed to be able to pick me up, but you guys couldn't hear what I was saying, apparently. No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then I am going to, if you were in my class, you didn't get to finish the last two paragraphs, so we're just going to finish the last two paragraphs now together, even though some of you already finished those last two paragraphs. That's okay. You can hear them again. So, if you are in class with me, you should be looking at the last two paragraphs of The Inventor's Secret. And those of you at home should be, not The Inventor's Secret, Government Must Fund Inventors. You should be on your other tab just listening, looking at those last two paragraphs. So the last two paragraphs are underneath the subtitle, Let's Be World Leaders. Innovation in technology and science helps our country maintain its place as a world leader. Each year, thousands of students travel here from other lands. They come to study at our schools and universities. Inventors improve the lives of everyone. Inventors help make our country strong and prosperous. Our government must contribute to, must continue to invest in inventors and their innovation. Remember, when we talked about innovation yesterday, it was like an invention that we could level up on. Remember, my eyeglasses were invented years ago, but now eyeglasses, they have transition lenses. Some of them are flexible. Some of them have scratch-resistant lenses, and that would be the innovation that we're talking about. I want everyone to, even though I can't see you all, point to the title on your screen. The title on your screen should be orange. It should say Government Must Fund Inventors. Now I want you to find one of the blue ones. And what are the blue ones called, my friends?
Title.
What are blue? Subtitles. That's right. Thank you. So those are subtitles. So this author chose to organize text in headings and subheadings, so the title and the subheading, and then there's something else the author chose to use to help us along. There's a few of them on our page. Can someone in-house with me right now tell me what else the author used? Or if you're at home, can you type it in the thing? Type it in the chat. What else is on here that the author helped us with? Sir? Yes, Dylan. Sorry. The highlighting was from us. Those are our vocabulary words. Something besides highlighting. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone? What else is on this page that helped us? Adam, that was not, or not Adam. Evan, that was not the question I asked. I asked what else the author used. Yeah. Pictures. Someone in this class answered it. The author also used pictures. So they did it in subcategories, and then they also used pictures. So thank you, author. You're fabulous. All right. So those of you at home, you should have a screen that has a white piece of paper underneath it, and that's going to be the one that you are focusing on. Those of you in class with me here are going to be looking at the screen on the computer. Does everyone understand that? Yes? All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, maybe I need to zoom a little bit so you guys can really see. So make sure if you're at home, you need to be on highlighting or spotlighting the white piece of paper that says ideas and support / identify claims. So someone remind me, what type of a article was this? What was it called? Or what was the genre, the format? What was it, Mr. Jaden? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Ouch. Or someone type it in the chat. What was this?
Persuasive.
Someone else here got one? Do you remember what it was? It was super specific. Evan, you spelled it wrong, but that's okay. Mark, you put it. It was a persuasive article. Remember, the author was trying to get us to have the same opinion as them, correct? So the first thing we are going to fill out on our chart together is, I don't need the volume, I need the zoom, is the title. So I need everyone to say the title for me. What is the title? Government must fund ventures. All right. So, title.
Butter again. Come on.
Perfect. Government must fund inventors. So that's the title. All right. And the title kind of gives us a pretty good, like, I don't know what to say, a pretty good like outlook on what the author's claim is and stuff. So right now you're going to go back to the book and you're going to look. There's a specific sentence that literally tells us exactly what the author wants us to believe. So I want everyone go back to your story and I want you to look. It's going to be pretty much in the front of your story, of course, because it's what the whole, article is about. So go back to your story and I want you to be looking for our author's opinion or claim. What is the author trying to persuade us of? Once you think you have it, I want your hand to be up. What is our author's claim / opinion? What's the author trying to get us to believe? All right, I only see about one hand up in class. I see one on the screen. Marissa, no one has a paper. We're doing this together. What you're doing is you're using your book and we're filling this out together in class. All right. I see a few hands up. There's a few hands up here in class. What is our author's opinion or claim? I would like, what's your name again? What? Mia. Miss Mia, can you tell us what paragraph you found the author's support or the author's claim in? Well, look at the story. If you found it in the story, you found it in the paragraph. In paragraph 2. So right now, everyone needs to be looking in paragraph 2. I agree with Mia. She is on the perfect right track. All right. So hopefully you were also on paragraph 2, and I'm going to drop in the author's opinion and or / claim. So my people at home, you should be able to see it now. The author's opinion or claim, what the entire thing is about, is the federal government must spend more money to support inventors and their work. Give me a thumbs up in the video or in class if that's the sentence you were looking at. Anyone? All right, I see a few thumbs up on my screen. Dylan looks like he has a thumbs up. So that is what the entire thing is about, essentially. So not only is this our author's opinion or claim, it is also the main or central idea. Can someone tell me what the difference between main and central idea is? Rainier, what's the difference between main and central idea? 'Cause, 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 It's a trick question. Main and central idea are the same thing. They're just two different words. Those words are interchangeable. So Mrs. Kneifel says main idea a lot, but for some reason, our textbook always says central idea. So for whatever reason, if you hear Mrs. Kneifel saying those back and forth, that's because they're the exact same thing. So this is what our entire story was about. Nod your head if you're in agreement that, yeah, that's what our author was trying to persuade us of. All right, cool. So the next thing we need to do is, where's the supporting evidence of this? If someone came up to me and was like, Mrs. Kneifel, I don't have time to read this short read. Can you just tell me about it? Okay, so I would tell them the author's opinion and claim, but then they might want some evidence. They might want to be like, how do you know that for sure? So we're going to find about 4 pieces of evidence just so we can prove to ourselves or prove to anyone else how we know this is the author's opinion or claim. So right now you're going to look back in your story. The author thinks the government should spend more money. What reasons does the author give for this? I'm going to give you 2 minutes. What reason does the author give for this? There are like 100, not 100, but there are quite a few in our story. So everyone should be able to find at least 1 or 2. You should be looking back in the story. Looking back in our story. Oh, blah, 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 blah. All right, I don't see everyone's hand up. We need to keep looking. You can hear me whistling. All right, I'm going to give it 1 more minute. One more minute, and everyone should have an answer. Every single one of you.
Bye-bye.
All right, Miss Abigail in class has her hand up. She's going to say it. Say one. Let me repeat that. 1 reason for supporting evidence. Tell me, ma'am, what's one of them? That is not a reason that the government should spend it on inventors. I disagree with that. The author said the government needs to spend the money on supporting inventors and their inventions. Why? Why should the government spend the money on inventors? Miss Mia, or Maya, what's your name? Mia, tell me. Okay, I want you to stop you and just stop at the first one. Improves people's lives. That was the first one of the reasons the author gave us. It improves people's lives. What was another one you said? Or someone else? Dylan, tell me yours. Okay, so that's just giving us examples of an invention that's been made through the government funds. How about we all go look back to the sentence that Miss Maya or Mia was just looking at? Someone, if you're at home, throw it in the chat. What's one of the reasons the government should fund inventors? Besides, improves the lives of people, citizens, however you want to say it. We have 1. We need 3 more supporting evidences. else does it do? How else does it help? Does this money help? Hey, Connor, you're not where you need to be. Okay, so I was just looking at your screen, sir, and I'm positive you weren't where you needed to be. Let's do the right thing. I don't care. All right, so I feel like we're kind of off track and we're not really all on the same page. So in the author is stating, the federal government must spend more money to support inventors and their work. Well, why should they do that? They should do it because inventions improve people's lives, which is what we first said. The second one that I stopped Mia off of, it was creates jobs. So by having these new inventions, it creates jobs for more people. That's another reason. So now are we feeling the same? Why else? What's another reason? Besides it improves people's lives, it creates jobs. What else do the inventions help? Be looking back in your story. What else do these inventions help? Why do we need them? Lacey, just ask the question in the chat. Or unmute, whichever is fine. We still need 2 more pieces of evidence.
Hi, Miss Kneifel.
Hello.
Elijah is confused on what story he's supposed to be on.
There's only one story on his HMH that's assigned. So he just needs to go to his reading website, and there's only one assignment that's assigned. So there's only one.
Is it the Inventor's Secrets one?
No, it's the government must fund inventions.
Okay.
Inventors.
Yeah, then he was on the wrong one.
Okay.
Thank you,
Mr. Connor. Yep. Got it. Mr. Connor, do you have another thing to add?
No, I have a question.
What's your question, sir? If it's not pertinent to this, yes, you can take off your mask. I'm all the way back here. All right. I cannot keep doing this. I need your guys' help. You have to look back in the story. I've already helped you out with 2. Miss Mia. Someday I'll get that right. There's 1 more in that sentence. So just the one sentence alone has 3 of them. Why should the government give inventors money? Why should Miss Abby, tell me. Okay, improves people's lives / makes easier. I'm going to put up here because I feel like those are the same. Improves lives / makes lives easier. Let's look in that whole sentence. Funding inventors improves people's lives, creates jobs, and everyone read after that and. It literally says and helps our nation excel as a world leader. Or should say something like that. As a leader in science and tech. Okay, so that's another reason. So that one sentence gave us 3 reasons. Helps our nation excel as a world leader in science and technology. Okay, so there's another one. Another one I would say, since we're having trouble finding them, I think it also, if we all look at the even failures help inventors learn. So the government giving inventors money also gives inventors the chance to fail and get better. Nod your head if you agree with that. The government giving them the money, does that give them the chance to fail? If they didn't have that money, they wouldn't have been able to fail and try again. So, gives inventors the chance to fail and get better and try again. That's all important. So, we're going to review this page really, really quickly. All right, so the title of the entire thing was Government Must Fund Inventors, correct? All right, Connor, I'm going to have you shut your computer and put your hands in your lap. Right now. Shut your computer and put your hands in your lap. Thank you. All right, so Government Must Fund Inventors is the title. We decided that in paragraph 2, the author's opinion or the author's claim or whatever we wanted, the author was trying to persuade us, the federal government must spend more money to support inventors and their work. That's what we decided the author wanted us to believe. And then how do we know this? We know this because the author backed up her opinions. I don't know if it's a boy or girl author. I'm just deciding it. The author backed up her opinions with support. She made the claim, inventions improves people's lives and makes life easier. She also said it creates jobs. She also said it helps our nation excel as a world leader in science and technology. And she also said having that extra money from the government gives inventors the chance to fail and get better. Okay? So those are all things that having the government money helped us with. Does that make sense, my lovely friends? So I know you don't have this paper at home, but that's okay because we filled it out together. So today you do have one small assignment. I'm going to go over a small assignment with you before you get off because I want you guys to know what you're doing. So if you're at home, not at home, but if you're in class with me, pretty please log on to your Google Classroom. My friends at home, please jump on to a third tab. So you should have tab with the book. You should have tab with Google Meet. And now you're going to get on a third tab with Google Classroom. Are you going to do the right thing, Connor? Okay, then you may join us again. Thank you. Knifel's rotation to sitting is where you should be. Go there, my friends. So someone did not do the right thing, it looks like. Remember, you should never be turning anything in until you actually have class. So Kaden, I think I just saw that you joined. You're going to have to redo yours because you weren't part of class before you did this. So anyways, you should be on Google Classroom now. If you're in Citig's class, obviously you go to Citig. If you're in Mrs. Jones's, you'll go to rotation for Jones's. If you're in my homeroom, don't go to homeroom, go to rotation for reading. So the question is, do you personally agree with the author's opinion or claim? Why or why not? So you're going to answer this as a personal question, but you need to read the directions. Step 1 is to write out the author's claim/opinion. So you're going to look in paragraph 2 and you're literally going to type number 1, the federal government must spend more money to support inventors and their work. That's what your number 1's going to be. And then step 2 or number 2, you're going to tell me why you agree with the persuasive article and what the author said or why you don't. And that must be 2 sentences. So you're going to have 3 sentences total at least. And I even gave you some examples on how to start. You could say, I agree with the author's claim/opinion because I think she's right about it creating jobs, period. I also think it makes my life easier because now I have an iPhone, whatever you want to say. Or it says, example, I do not agree with the author's opinion or claim because ... So this is an opinion, but you need to use facts from the book. Use the book to help you. You have to have complete sentences, capital letters, and punctuation. Are there any questions about what your assignment is? Now would be the time to ask questions. Remember, your first step 1 is literally just to say the federal government must spend more money on or must spend more money to support inventors and their works. That is literally step number 1, that you can find that in the book and write it down. Step number 1. What questions do we have? What questions do we have? In class, you can ask me a question too. If we don't have, Oh, the code. Yes, of course we have to do the code. Thank you, Isaac. We can't forget the code. Today's code is goldfish, like the food or the fish, I guess. So don't forget to do the code. Thank you guys for all joining. If you don't have any questions about your assignment, you can go ahead and get off. Your assignment is due tomorrow by 7:45. Okay? Tomorrow by 7:45 is when your assignment is due. It is only 3 sentences. If you don't have any questions, you can leave. Thank you for joining. The video will be posted as well.
Never mind. We'll just watch the video.